Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial. Today we're going to be looking at Amazon. Amazon is going to be announcing earnings later this week following Jeff Bezos' flight all the way up into space using Blue Origin. And he is still retaining his spot as chairman of the board of Amazon, despite the fact he is stepping down as CEO of the company. So it's pretty crazy to watch some of the success that they've seen, but they're going to be announcing earnings later this week. The expectation right now is that those earnings are going to be coming in between $9.77 and $15.18, with right now that non-GAAP estimate is going to be $12.25. The expectation here is that's actually anticipated to be higher. Keep in mind that Q2 was inclusive of Prime Day, and generally speaking, Prime Day is one of their largest sales days of the year. So we're going to be watching that. Again, the company has been firing on all cylinders the past 18 months, so we're all going to be watching to see how much further they can push their valuation. This is a company that's currently running at a price to sales ratio of 4.4, which overall is pretty low compared to a lot of the companies that we look at here on the channel because of the maturity that Amazon possesses, as well as the sheer scale that they possess. The crazy thing to look at is, again, the price to earnings is something that we normally see some pretty crazy valuations on, but Amazon is currently rocking a 69.59 times price to earnings ratio. So this is, again, the price of the stock over the earnings of the company, and this is absolutely insane for a company their size. But one of the ways that they've been able to do that is you can see this gross profit margin is the one that I want to highlight at 40%. For every dollar Amazon is currently bringing in, they are keeping 40% of that at the gross level. Now you can see that when you get down past the operating and net profit margin, that drops pretty significantly. One of the key reasons that happens is because they are utilizing a lot of that profitability that you see in this 40 number right here to further produce additional goods and services inside their own product lines, to perform R&D, to help build out infrastructure by way of supporting their delivery network, as well as supporting the sheer amount of growth that they're seeing with Amazon Web Services, where those profit margins are significantly higher in the 70% range. So the expectation here is, how much larger can Amazon grow? Keep in mind that while they are integrated into everyone's lives at this point in time from the delivery perspective, that they are still heavily competing and heavily growing in the cloud space as well. They're competing directly with Google, competing with Amazon, as well as a few other smaller providers. So the question here is, how much higher can the stock price go? If we actually look at the past month, we saw another rise up over the past week, where kind of we see this with a lot of the bigger names leading into earnings. So the question is, was that the earnings run? At this point in time, you have to know that they're going to have a incredible earnings, but can we push higher to new highs? So you can see, if we put this, we'll do the year to date, that they already hit new highs, and they're kind of staying around where we saw some of the news around Bezos going to space. But we still have this potential to get a little bit higher, or even to open up, get past all the way to the highs of the 3,800 or 3,773 that you see right here. So there is potential to go higher. And this is a company that I think is a great add-on to your portfolio, just due to the nature of the business and what they're capable of doing. With the introduction of partial shares, I think that it's a great way to have exposure to a lead performer in the space. Something to note that is different about Amazon versus other larger companies is that this is a company that still does not pay a dividend, despite the fact that they are currently rocking a $3,600 price tag, and they are definitely a very mature company. The fact that they are currently sitting on a nearly $2 trillion asset cap, and they could very easily get over $2 trillion in the near future, is completely mind-blowing, and something that we'll be continuing to watch going forward. So all this being said, is this a buy going into earnings? I think Amazon is one of those companies that is beneficial to continuously buy into over time, just due to the fact that they have such an incredible amount of growth ahead of them, and I anticipate that it will continue to be the case. So I will continue to watch Amazon, and will commentate on that during the course of the week, especially in the Discord, which is in the description down below. Another thing I want to remind everyone is I am by no means a financial advisor. I'm just some guy on YouTube who likes following the stock market and providing his opinion and feedback. If you like that opinion and feedback, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. So thanks for watching this far. I'm excited to watch Amazon this week for earnings, and I hope to see you all back on one of these later videos. Thanks. Talk to you later.